Well, welcome to the TWC Leadership Channel. This is where we take a few minutes out of our staff. We try to clarify some things and move forward about what we're about here at the church. Last week we talked about clarifying the win. We're going to talk about part 2 today. Help me out, guys. What did we say when you clarify the win? What happens? Does anybody remember?
Creates positive momentum.
Creates positive momentum. Why is that?
Because people know the target and they know how to get there.
Yeah.
It makes them excited when they win.
Yeah, exactly.
Like
So everybody's on the same page, right? And when everybody's on the same page, they can get to the same destination and it works. And you feel like you're working together and you're actually doing the same stuff. Today, as we talk about clarifying the win, we're going to talk about 4 steps to help you clarify the win, okay? 4 steps that are going to help you clarify the win. The first one, and these are all pretty simple, the first one is sum up the win in a simple phrase. This is really, really, really important. You need to sum it up in a simple phrase. It should be 1 sentence at most. Your win should be 1 sentence at most, and they should be really, really easy to understand for your team. If your team has to ask clarifying questions on what the win is, then you're not clarifying the win. It needs to be very simple, very short, 1 sentence at most, okay? The second thing, and this is kind of similar, is keep the win as specific as possible. Keep the win as specific as possible. When it comes to playing sports, basketball, you might think the win is we need to win, but you could even get more specific when it comes to sports. On defense, we want to take the ball away from the other team. That's a win for us on defense. On offense, we want to pass a lot, make a lot of passes, and then put the ball in the hoop. You're getting as specific as possible. So if you're on a greeter team or the media team or whatever team that you're leading, make it as specific as possible. It's not a mission statement. It's not we want to reach people or we want to do this. It's a win. You clarify it all the way down. You get as specific as you possibly can. Win should tell you exactly what to do. Exactly what to do. The third thing that you need to do is you need to restate the win frequently and creatively. Restate the win on a regular basis. It should be happening on a regular basis. Good teams communicate constantly, and as the lead person of your team, you need to find new ways to clarify your win. You need to find new ways to state your win. I love that statement. Says what's celebrated is repeated. What's celebrated is repeated. So if you have a win that isn't going so good and you need it to start to catch on, in your team meetings, you can actually celebrate those things, and other people go, oh yeah, I forgot about that, or oh, that's really cool, or I would like to be celebrated. What's celebrated is repeated. It's just a natural thing that happens. So in your guys' team meetings, celebrate the wins. Number 4, the 4th thing is meet to clarify the win at every level. Meet to clarify the win at every level. A lot of times when it comes to organizations, big organizations or churches, we think that it's just the lead pastor needs to clarify all the wins, and that's what it is. That is not Justin's job. Justin's job is up top, yes, clarify the win, but then as we go down, there should be wins on each and every level, and we've talked about that over and over and over, but you guys should each have different wins. April's going to have different wins for her team than Lisa is for her team, than Lance, than Zach. I mean, all around the board, there's going to be different wins, and you guys need to clarify those wins and figure those out at every single level. You might even have different wins within your own ministry that, well, this is the win for my team leader. This is the win for just a person that's a part of the team, right? I mean, there's different levels to all of that. And so we have to have wins for every single area of our ministry. Okay, hey, if you're watching this this week, I would love for you to connect with your team leader and say, hey, what's a win in our area? What are some of the wins that you see for our ministry? Hopefully you guys will watch next week, the TWC Leadership Channel.